Get ready for the dictation. Dictation will start in 5 seconds. Start. Sir, I have just mentioned the antisocial elements that succeed in hoarding and black marketing our food grains, but if I may be permitted to say so, antisocial elements have penetrated everywhere. Food and drug adulteration are rampant in spite of laws, and likewise one hears on all sides complaints of bribery, corruption and nepotism, and if we are honest, we shall have to admit that integrity and efficiency are our biggest casualties. This sorry state of affairs has to be put right, but we are to progress. Of course, efficiency and integrity go hand in hand, as do their opposite numbers. True patriotism demands today more than at any other time high standard of integrity and efficiency, and in their restoration both the public and the government must make common cause. If the public demands standard of integrity from the government machinery, it must set standards of behavior for itself too. For the law breaker or the bribe giver is just as, if not more, guilty as those whom he tempts. Criticism is always easy to indulge in, but is not always helpful. Therefore, I put forward certain concrete suggestions last session for the consideration of the finance minister, which in my humble opinion would provide permanent sources of revenue in addition to, and in some instances to replace, what he is tapping. The reply which the finance minister was pleased to give to the two suggestions regarding the levying of excise duties on liquor and salt was not convincing, if he will pardon my saying so. I, for one, do not mourn so much over the loss of revenue to government as I do over the dishonesty that prohibition by law brings in its wake. At the same time, why should the money that the government needs so badly go into the pockets of unworthy elements? Sir, man would accept the hardest discipline if he could be convinced of the rights of the measures imposed on him. But man will always question the validity of rules if he does not know their source, because he can only think morally if he is improved from within. The goal to improve man does not consist in making him go through the gestures of mortality. If moral rules are arbitrarily imposed, no matter what their practical value is, they will never fight successfully against the inherent weaknesses of human nature. Educate him Persuade him, show him that you care for his welfare and he will follow you. Bring the heavy hand of the law of the country down on him, and he is bound to try to evade it. Full stop.